Good morning, YouTubers. Happy Wednesday. Happy Eve before Thanksgiving. It's Tuesday, but I'm going to be posting this on Wednesday. So, I'm Jan from Guided Path Conversations, and thank you for joining me today. And I'd like to first just say Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family and your friends. And this Thanksgiving, in the state of the economy and everything that we have going on in our lives and the cost of everything, I just hope that you all count your blessings. We all have a lot of blessings when you just stop and think about them. It's really the simple things. It's the roof over our head, the people that we're sharing a meal with, the fact that we can eat a meal at a table with a roof over our head. I mean, those are like just little things, but they are blessings, because when you sometimes look around where you live, you know, there's the homeless population. You know, people have to go to a church maybe to get a meal. Maybe they don't get a meal at all. So just be thankful for what you have and give thanks. If you're a believer in God, give thanks to God. And here comes some guy. So I'm going to stop right here. Sorry about that. That's actually my foot doctor. And he's walking around the parking lot with his glasses on, looking at his phone, but maybe he's just trying to get his steps in. I don't know. But anyways, so give thanks and blessings for everything that you do have this Thanksgiving. And I had promised you a video today about the signs that you'll see when your company is possibly preparing for layoffs. And I still want to do that video. I have all my notes. I've done my research. But I had a little calling on my heart to talk about something different today. And it's just about living simply. And I don't know if it's because it's Thanksgiving season or why I have this calling on my heart. Or maybe it's because my channel is called Guided Path Conversations. I don't know. Maybe someone's guiding me down a path, a different path. But I just had this pull to kind of change my life. And it's not just my life, because I am married. We don't have any children. But I just have this tug on my heart that I need to change some things in my life. And, I make a very nice income. I'm an HR partner at a local municipality, and I work in the public safety sector. So I work with police and fire. And really, everything at work is great. There's nothing, I really don't have anything to complain about. People are people, and I'm in the people business, right? So at the end of the day, I don't want people anymore. At the end of the day, I've had enough with people. But, it's not like it's toxic or anything like that. Some people are great and some people are kind of a pain in the butt. Find them everywhere. So it is what it is. But I would say most of them are great. So I just have this feeling that I almost want to say I want to escape. But it's not escaping my home life, because everything's great. With my home life, with me and my husband, I just feel like I need to go live on our acreage. We have an RV that we got real cheap, and it's great. It's, it's not huge. It's either 28 feet or 31 feet. I don't know. It would kind of be like off-grid living. There's no electricity. There's no septic system. We use it, we basically camp when we go up to our property, and we're just like we're glamping, I guess, because you do have a roof over your head and a solid floor and all that kind of stuff. But I just have this feeling that I need to go live there for a period of time. So I've already approached my husband and told him when I turn 55, which is in about a year and a half, I want to quit working, kind of go into a semi-retirement, and spend 6 months up there and 6 months here in Florida. So I don't really know if he's on board with that yet. And, what would I do in those 6 months? Well, hopefully that's the whole idea that I started this YouTube channel, is so I can grow it and get it going. And, I just feel like I just want to garden and read and go mountain biking and go hiking. I mean, there's groups of people that do that, so I can introduce myself to people so I'm not by myself. We do have some friends up there, and I guess it's because I'm just tired of getting up, doing my workout, drinking my coffee, getting ready for work, make my lunch, get out the door, make sure my clothes are clean, blah, 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 blah. And you do that for 30 something years. And I think one day it hits you, you're just kind of like, why am I doing this? Why? I don't know why I'm doing it. So I'm getting a message on my phone. Sorry. We can cut that. So I don't know why I'm doing it. Like I said, I like my career. My job is good. I get paid well. We've got good benefits. And all that's great, but something changed. And I think it's when, after I lost my mom, but I didn't lose her because I know she went to heaven. So my dad passed away first. And then, like a year and a half later, my mom passed away. And, you kind of go through that process of grief. And, I had to settle their estate. And my sister and I, and my brother a little bit, we cleaned out my mom's house. And, my mother was not a hoarder. She had been getting rid of things. Every time you went over, she'd give you something just to get it out of the house. But, she still had a lot of stuff. We all took things that we wanted or that were important to us. And then, you just donate the rest. And you kind of go, I lived my whole life. I get these things, these possessions, and then I die and no one wants them. And then they go to the Goodwill or, pick your charity of choice. I kind of spread them out in different charities around our area. And I don't know, I think that just started something in my psyche. So I was 51 or was about to turn 51 when she passed away. And I just look at life a little differently. And I think as I'm aging, it's just growing in me and growing in me. So I'm going to be looking at more of a simple life. I'm going to also start talking about retiring on a moderate income, and I can get into more of that later, but I have retirement funds, my husband has retirement funds, and then we have a joint retirement fund. And I really don't want to get into my numbers, but I've been looking at what do I have in retirement, and there's quite a few channels on here on YouTube that people have retired on a quote unquote moderate income. And I'm kind of thinking that's where I am right now. I would like to get to $500,000. I'm going to throw that number out there. I'm pretty close. So I have about a year and a half till I'm 55. I have a target number. I really need to get Bruno the Bronco paid off, so I'll need to work on that. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Just simplifying my life. The next year and a half I can learn how to live a little more off-grid, live with solar, how to empty my black tank, which I think I know how to do it legally. I'm not going to do anything illegal. I want to start a garden in my fruit forest or my food forest up in our land, and our land is in Georgia, in the mountains, and just try a different life. And if it sucks and I hate it, okay, so I go get a job again, right? I mean, I don't have to go back to where I'm working and doing what I'm doing. I can try a different career. I'll only be 55, 56 at the most. And a lot of people reinvent themselves then. So I feel very calm about it. And, if you're a believer in God, I think he's poking me. I really think the good Lord is putting this on my heart, and I need to listen to him. And maybe it's sooner than 55, but I kind of like that number because in my brain, I wanted to retire at 56. My dad had retired at 57, and I always said to myself, I'm going to beat him. So 56 was my goal. So if I back it up one more year, so what? I mean, what's 12 months? Is 12 months really going to make a difference at the end of the day? Probably not. So as we go down Guided Path Conversations, that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about early retirement, retiring on a moderate income, living more simply. What does that mean? I want your thoughts about that. And I'm still going to help you from an HR perspective because I do have 30 plus years in that. And I like to share some insights and things that might help you with your career, with your job. I need your feedback for some of that. And that's it. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. I'm not going to post on Saturday. I am, for the first time in my life, going on a little day cruise. I'm sorry, not a day cruise. I'm going on a 4-day cruise with a girlfriend and her sister. And it was kind of spur of the moment. And I'm not a spur of the moment person. But why not? Right? I mean, you do only live once, and this might be the only time I ever do this in my life. So I've got the time off of work. I've got PTO time, and I had a little bit of money saved. And then it turns out we're getting a little extra Black Friday bonus at work. So, the Lord provides. That's my money for this little 4-day cruise thing. So I won't post on Saturday, but I'll be back next week. Be good, you all. There was a lady walking by. They probably think I'm weird. I don't even know if she knew I was in this car. Anyways, be good. Be safe. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I'll see you on the next video.